I'm Patrick Bailey with whiteboardcoder.com. Today is November 2nd, 2018, and this is phase 5 of wiring my home up with Ethernet. I was hoping it would be a different subject, but I had a little accident. So I have another video. It's been a couple of months since I had the accident. I have a lot going on, including the accident. So I'll do some more videos to actually cover what more interesting stuff, but I guess this is interesting. I was in the garage trying to I drilled some holes down from upstairs to wire some stuff up, and that wasn't the problem. But the problem was I was trying to put these fasteners in the wall, and I was trying to get a bite in the garage up into a stud, and instead I drilled a gas line. So I drilled through a gas line, but immediately afterwards in September I did do this recording, which I'll show you right now. Right. The aftermath of me drilling through a natural gas line.
Okay, I did something pretty stupid here. I was almost done. I was drilling holes from the bottom. Yeah, I was drilling holes from our room down so I could run the Ethernet through here in the cabling, and that was working fine. It was coming out here, and I was going to run them over here. And you see, I was putting these little guys up to route the cable, and I was going to put some over here. And I was trying to hit the stud. I didn't realize there's a gas main here coming into our line, coming to our house, natural gas line. And so what I did is I did a couple of really stupid things. So I hit it right here, and I hit metal. I knew it was metal, but some of these garages nowadays will put these metal beams in, these little thin metal beams. And so I was going to drill right through it. And I thought my drill bit was being a wuss. And so I actually did two little ones where I drilled a little bit in here and there.
Well, I can't see those because your hand's in the way. That's
It's probably hard to see. There's two right there. There's one right there and one right there. But I didn't get all the way through. But then this one I was bound and determined to get a good bite. So I drilled all the way through. Right here. And, thank God, quite literally, I drilled through, and all of a sudden I heard pshh. It took me about 0.5 seconds to utter some words I usually don't utter, and to get the heck out. And it was probably not the smartest move on my part, but the first thing it is, I rushed down and opened the garage door to let the air out. I'm not saying that's a smart thing. Usually you shouldn't touch any electronics. And then I unplugged the garage door. I'm not saying that's smart either. And then we opened all the windows and called 911 immediately and got the heck out. So, a little bit of a scary time trying to do this. So, I live in Colorado, so I guess different states have different rules and laws. And we have Xcel Energy, and they came out really quickly. Well, first of all, the fire department came out real quickly and shut off the gas line. They shut off the gas line for all the condos over here. Well, in our row, so they shut about 5 or 6 off. And then the Xcel guys came over, turned them back on, and then turned ours off. And so now ours is off, and we have a plumber coming. Sounds weird. Plumbers are the guys who work on this. Plumber's going to come today to hopefully fix this the proper way. So, very scary. I'm glad I didn't start a fire or burn the house down. To me, it's a little weird having a gas line in the roof, but I guess that's how they do it some places, and I don't know. Be very careful. If you hit metal, stop. I was very stupid and very lucky.
So, follow up on all that. Don't be dumb. Don't drill through a natural gas line, but here's the pipe. So, the plumber was able to come out here and cut it all out and get it fixed. So now I have this heirloom of stupidity for myself. So I have this giant pipe I need to go probably frame and talk about stupid accidents or something. Thank God no one was hurt. No damage was done. Just to let anyone know who don't drill a natural gas line. And as I probably covered in the video, the only reason I did it was sometimes you have enough information in your head to be stupid. And I assumed I was drilling through steel garage, which I hate the new steel garage overheads that they do in some places. They have this thin steel. And then even then I assumed that my bit was worn out because I was really drilling. I mean, to drill through this is very, very, very thick. And so I made mistake upon mistake. And I could have could have burned myself. I could have gone to the hospital, could have died. I could have caught the house on fire. Very serious stuff. Thank God nothing happened. And so, but as a result of all that, we had the guy come out. He fixed it. It cost me about $3,000 to get the whole thing fixed. Roughly almost half that cost was because we also decided at the time to replace the hot water heater, which was old. It was about the end of its life. And he also had to get back in there. It was a gas hot water heater to get to all the pipes anyway. So he had to move that out anyway. Had that not been the case, $1,500, $1,600 to get this whole thing fixed. And also, while he was fixing, one thing was really scary. He had gotten it all tightened down, but it turned out, we didn't realize at the time, is one of the new little pieces, I don't want to say knuckle, but one of these pieces that go in between, it was a straight piece, actually had a manufacturing defect and was leaking a little bit of gas. And so we detected that it was leaking a little bit of gas was being leaked somewhere, but we didn't find that at first. And so we almost thought we were having to go through, we're in a townhouse right now, and that gas line actually goes through 3 or 4 other people's houses down to the gas main, or the gauge, or whatever you call it, the hookup. And we thought we were going to have to go through everyone's garage. And luckily we found that before we had to go do that. We were going to have to pull through every single garage. So if you're in townhouses and you guys have natural gas lines, it's probably good to be very careful in some odd studs and odd places. If you hit metal or find metal, stop, because these gas pipelines can be routed different places. In this case, it was routed through the ceiling. And later on, I found out, I did some more looking back in my garage. And of course, everyone else further down the line, his line is going through my garage. And in my opinion, they didn't do them as well as they could have. You would hope that they would be ideally in the center to try to avoid as many problems as could be. And a couple of them were, but a couple like this one were resting right on the bottom. So a little scary. But, thank God everything's safe, and be very, very careful. So most people probably wouldn't have done this because they wouldn't have had enough, either they've been too smart to do this stupid thing, or not have enough information. The minute they hit steel, they would just back off and go, something's wrong. But anyway, don't hit a natural gas line. And at this point, I do have my house wired up, so I'll probably do another video here soon showing how the rest of it got done and what it looks like right now. But for now, joy and fun of natural gas lines and not dying. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a like. To subscribe, just click the subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on Twitter under the handle @whiteboardcoder.com. View any code I may have thrown up as a gist at GitHub under the username PatmanDenver, or check out my blog site at whiteboardcoder.com.